18 Hollywood A-listers who turned down iconic movie roles. We've all done it, turned down an offer for something that seemed like a good opportunity but didn't quite feel like the right fit. Now imagine doing the same but as a Hollywood actor. And then you tune into the flick you've turned down and it's Titanic or The Princess Bride or Pretty Woman. Of course, the 18 actors on this list ended up doing just fine in their careers, but it's crazy to think that they could have starred in these iconic roles if only they would have said yes. Number 18. John Lithgow, Batman. It's hard to imagine anyone else but Jack Nicholson as the Joker in the 1989 version of Batman, but casting directors also tossed around the idea of John Lithgow for the role. The Third Rock for the Sun star didn't see himself as a good fit for the devious role. He recalled his audition to culture website Vulture in 2017, saying, "I tried to persuade him that I was not right for the part, and I succeeded." Number 17. John Travolta, Forrest Gump. John Travolta has admitted that he would trade a few movies with Tom Hanks, and of course that includes 1994 smash hit Forrest Gump. That one must be especially frustrating for Travolta when you consider that he actually turned down the role. Even worse, Hanks went on to win an Oscar for it. Number 16. Mel Gibson, Gladiator. At the turn of the 21st century, Mel Gibson was one of the hottest actors in Hollywood. That meant that he could be discerning with the parts he took, and the starring role of Gladiator didn't appeal to him. The Braveheart actor found that the movie's action scenes seemed a bit too rigorous for his liking. Plus, he felt that he had a few too many years on the clock to play the ancient Roman fighter. So, the job went to Russell Crowe, and he won an Academy Award for his turn as Maximus. Number 15. Danny DeVito, The Princess Bride. If you ever read the novel version of The Princess Bride, the shark-tongued Italian character named Vizzini seems like the perfect part for Danny DeVito. Yet the actor turned down the role in the beloved 1987 flick for unknown reasons. Wallace Shawn ended up playing the part and reportedly felt anxiety knowing whose shoes he had to fill. Number 14. Hugh Jackman, Casino Royale. In 2013, Hugh Jackman jokingly told Fabric magazine, "I cry myself to sleep every night," over his decision to turn down the part of James Bond. But he did it for good reason. The Australian superstar said he was already playing one seminal role in Wolverine, and he didn't want to take on another. Number 13. Jack Nicholson, The Godfather. Jack Nicholson turned down the opportunity to play Michael Corleone in the 1972 classic The Godfather for one simple reason. He thought an Italian should play the part. Director Francis Ford Coppola seemingly came to agree with him as he cast Italian-American actor Al Pacino in the role instead. Number 12. Gwyneth Paltrow, Titanic. Rumor has it that Oscar winner Gwyneth Paltrow passed on Kate Winslet's role of Rose in mega-hit Titanic. Still, the Iron Man star told Howard Stern in 2015 that she had been in contention for it. What's more, the Goop Guru explained that she would throw a fit that she turned that down. Number 11. Matt Damon, Avatar. Matt Damon won't take just any film offer he receives. He's turned down major roles including the titular role in Daredevil and Harvey Dent in The Dark Knight. But it was a scheduling conflict that forced him to say no to starring in Avatar, which ended up grossing more money than any other film in history. After that, Damon could only laugh about the fact that he didn't take the part. He sarcastically reflected to Access Hollywood, "Clearly, my not participating cost the film a lot." Number 10. Leonardo DiCaprio, Boogie Nights. Leonardo DiCaprio admitted to GQ in 2008 that he regretted turning down the chance to play porn star Dirk Diggler. Mind you, the choice made didn't turn out to be bad. "Boogie Nights is a movie I loved and I wish I would have done it," he said. But he did Titanic instead, and Mark Wahlberg did Boogie Nights. Number 9. Emily Blunt, Iron Man 2. Emily Blunt was this close to becoming an Avenger, but scheduling conflicts forced her to turn down the role of Black Widow in Iron Man 2, which left the part open for actress Scarlett Johansson. Afterward, Blunt lamented to MTV News in 2009, "It just got complicated, so I think I had to pull for my own sanity more than anything." Number 9. Reese Witherspoon, Scream. Why didn't Reese Witherspoon grab the role of Sidney Prescott in Scream? Well, the story is that she had the mistaken belief that it would be a cookie-cutter horror flick. However, the hugely successful original, which featured Neve Campbell as Prescott, would go on to spawn 3 blockbuster sequels. Number 7. Charlie Hunnam, 50 Shades of Grey. Turning down the role of Christian Grey in 50 Shades of Grey was a painful decision for Charlie Hunnam. Unfortunately, though, he had too much going on with his TV show, Sons of Anarchy, and a Guillermo del Toro movie, Crimson Peak. Stepping back from 50 Shades meant he had to make a tearful call to director Sam Taylor Johnson. He told entertainment magazine Variety in 2015, "We both cried our eyes out on the phone for 20 minutes." Number 6. Julia Roberts, The Blind Side. It's been claimed that Julia Roberts opted for ensemble rom-com Valentine's Day instead of a role in the biopic The Blind Side. That's too bad considering Sandra Bullock went home with an Academy Award for The Blind Side, while news magazine Time reckons Valentine's Day is just plain boring. Number 5. Jennifer Hudson, Precious. Gaborni Sidibe famously played the titular character in the movie Precious, but her breakout role almost went to Jennifer Hudson. The singer and actress revealed in I Got This, her 2012 autobiography, that she said no to the film because she wanted to try a role that had nothing to do whatsoever with her weight. Indeed, Hudson had previously served as a spokesperson for Weight Watchers, so it made sense that she wanted to highlight other sides of herself. Number 4. Denzel Washington, Michael Clayton. Denzel Washington would come to regret passing on the title role in Michael Clayton. After all, the part would win an Oscar nomination for George Clooney. In 2012, Washington explained to Men's Style magazine GQ why he turned it down. The superstar said, "It was the best material I had read in a long time, but I was nervous about a first-time director and I was wrong." Number 3. Burt Reynolds, On Her Majesty's Secret Service. When Sean Connery left the James Bond franchise, Burt Reynolds stood at the front of the pack of potential replacements for the 1969 film On Her Majesty's Secret Service. But the actor refused to step in as the famously suave spy for a simple reason. He thought viewers wouldn't like their Bond to have an American accent. In 2015, he told USA Today newspaper that he had come to regret that decision, saying, "It was a stupid thing to say. I could have done it, and I could have done it well." Number 2. Sean Connery, The Lord of the Rings. Can you imagine Sean Connery in the robes of Gandalf the Grey? Well, you nearly didn't have to. Connery reportedly didn't play the beloved wizard in the Lord of the Rings trilogy because he didn't understand the screenplay. The role, of course, went to Ian McKellen, who is now much admired throughout the world for his performance. Number 1. Emily Watson, La La Land. Emily Watson had already committed to Beauty and the Beast when she got the offer to play leading lady Mia in La La Land. She instantly knew she had to turn down the latter offer because, as she said in a 2017 Sirius XM Town Hall interview, "I knew I had horse training, I knew I had dancing, I knew I had 3 months of singing ahead of me, and I knew I had to be in London to really do that." So the part went to Emma Stone, who won an Oscar for her performance.